Welcome back to my walkthrough for Resident Evil Revelations 2, my friends. We are about to conclude Barry's campaign for this episode. We just got out of the sewers and now all that we need to do is go through this construction area. And there are still 2 insect larvae for us to collect, as well as 2 tower emblems. So all that we need to do is keep heading down. And I don't know about you guys, but this area really reminds me of the construction area in Resident Evil 5. So our first order of business is to head all the way down.
Harry, I think I remember something. I think that woman used to be down there somewhere.
Okay. Let's head down and look for a way across.
There are a few hidden items for us to obtain, as well as a new weapon.
I'm not leaving this island until she does.
Well, to be fair, just because Alex Wesker said that Moira was dead, or she implied that she was, doesn't really mean that she is. Like I said, I even though, you know, it's not hard for me to believe that Capcom could kill off Moira, I highly doubt they would kill Claire. But maybe I'm wrong, even though I don't think that I am. The main characters of Resident Evil have some sort of special status that prevents them from dying in any circumstances. In fact, sometimes it feels that even though there's really not a lot for them to do, like with Chris Redfield in Resident Evil 6, Capcom still chooses to kill off new characters just to prevent fans from getting upset. I'm not one to agree with this strategy, but oh well. We'll see what happens at the end of Resident Evil Revelations 2. To be honest, I hope Barry makes it. And I really hope Natalia makes it as well. But we'll see. They make us take care of this little girl only to have her turn into some sort of monster at the end. It's a possibility, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. So the first thing that we're going to do here is activate the power so that we can move a big motor all across this area. Our objective is to bring that battery or charger, generator, whatever you want to call it, all the way to the elevator so that we can move to the floor above and get out of here. Obviously that's easier said than done, but for the most part this area isn't very hard. The boss fight can be a little bit tricky. Don't forget to shoot that guy so that you can collect a new sniper rifle. We'll get it in a little bit after we activate the power. And now as we jump down, we are going all the way through this room. You can work on your upgrades for your weapons if you want here. And there's also this file. Again, I'm giving you enough time to read it, even though I'm not taking the time to read it myself all the way. Because as you know, time is a very important factor in this game. And something tells me that this file was left here by the daughter of that guy who we encountered in the sewers and that eventually died alone in the sewers. That would make sense. It's very important to have damage level 4 on our AK-47. Also increase its capacity as much as you can because it's going to be your main weapon against the boss in this chapter. Like I was saying, for the most part this chapter isn't very hard, it's just the boss that can be a little bit tricky. But I've come up with a strategy that I think should work rather nicely, but we'll see. So now that we've activated the power, we can go ahead and pick up the generator. But first, there's an insect larvae for us to obtain with Natalia, and it's a very tricky one. So it's all the way on the other side, and what we need to do is throw a brick over this fence and try and hit the wall. That's easier said than done, as you can see. The last two larvae in this chapter are very well hidden and it's hard to reach them. But there we go. You just need to time your distance perfectly. Thankfully there are plenty of bricks that you can use in this area. But just keep trying to throw the brick over the fence and make sure that the brick is heading in the direction of the wall, and you should be able to hit the larvae after a couple of attempts. It's not super hard. As you step into this room, make sure you have your incendiary bottles ready and your AK-47 ready to fire as well. And now we're going to pick up this generator and put it here. And remember, you need to activate the power in order for the generator to move to the next room. And here comes the boss. Immediately throw an incendiary bottle at it. It will start losing body parts as you throw one. Throw another one to keep weakening it. One more. And now that it's vulnerable, throw an explosive bottle to the side. And as soon as it falls, keep shooting its core, its orange core. And if you have damage level 4 on your AK-47, you'll be able to take it down in a single turn and the boss will run away. Rather creepy looking thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it had a bunch of bodies attached to it.
I'll throw my back out if I try to lug this thing all the way to the elevator.
Now I'm just going to kill the two enemies here before I move to the next area. Just as a side note, the reason why you want to throw the explosive bottle to the side of the boss and not to the front of it is due to the fact that if you throw it to its front, more often than not he will use that big claw thing to defend itself and it won't fall to the ground. And if the boss doesn't fall to the ground, what you need to do is keep dodging it and still keep shooting at the core. But it's much easier to do this while it's on the ground because it won't attack you. So this strategy seems to work pretty well. Trick is to throw a few incendiary bottles, burn the boss down so that it loses a little bit of its defenses, and then throw an explosive bottle to the side, wait for the boss to fall to the ground, and then just fire away with your AK-47. Again, remember, have capacity and damage level 4 in your weapon and you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Before we move the generator to the next area, I'm going to collect a ruby. Actually, it's not a ruby, it's another gemstone. There we go. And look at this, Natalia is pretty strong on her own. She can pick up this huge generator. who I'm sure weighs quite a few pounds or kilograms. Yet that's not a problem for Natalia. Maybe she has super strength associated with her other powers. Who knows? But this is also a reason why we need this generator. We can only obtain certain items if we climb on top of the generator to reach areas that we usually wouldn't be able to reach in other circumstances. There's a chest for Natalia to open here. First, let me just get this crate with Barry. A little bit more assault rifle ammunition. And that really comes in handy. And now we are going to place the generator here so that we can access the chest with Natalia. And this chest is triple locked, I believe. Yep. So let's see if we can do this. One lockdown. I always mess up though. Let's see if I can do this in a go. Oh, nice. And in here we'll find some rare custom parts. So that will most certainly come in handy. And now let's go all the way around. And we're going to go ahead and collect the new sniper rifle for Barry. Remember that in order to collect it, you need to shoot the guy hanging. Only then will you be able to get the sniper rifle.
Just stay there.
So really, for the most part, this segment isn't hard at all. It can be a little bit frustrating having to carry the generator around from one area to the other. But fortunately, there aren't a lot of enemies, so it's not like you will have too many problems. Aside from the boss, who only appears twice, you really don't need to worry all that much. Now, let's kill that guy, because he will awake once we activate the elevator, and I guess I didn't shoot him in the right area. It's in its arm, I think. Let's try this again. Come on, Barry, you can do it. Oh, it was on his... yeah, it was on his arm. There we go. So now it's dead. I wasted a bullet there, but that's okay. Fairly optimistic that I'll have a pretty good accuracy in this chapter. And let me also pick up this gunpowder. And okay, we can move on to the next area now. What we need to do here is place the generator to activate the gate. And now both Barry and Natalia need to pull the levers on each side. So first let's go through this hole with Natalia.
I'm a little busy here.
And let me place her here. Barry seems to be doing a little dance while this happens. And now we're going to take Barry to the other side. Let me just shoot that crate because I forgot to give Natalia a brick. And that way she wouldn't be able to break the crate. And you need to make this... you need to push both levers fast enough so that the gate opens. And now we can pick up the generator and move it to the next area. Nothing too hard, as you can see. And now all that we need to do is place the generator here so that we can go around this house and unlock the door and proceed to the next area. Be very careful though, because there's a renegade inside. I think they're called renegades. And now let's stealth kill it. They are surprisingly easy to defeat if you stealth kill them. Pretty much like the Iron Heads in Claire's campaign. And now Natalia will use her super strength once again to pick up the generator and place it on the next run mill system so that it can move to the next area. She really is strong for a little girl. You have to give her some credit here. I don't know if most people would be able to pick up a huge generator like that without getting hurt. I mean, I can understand that Barry does it. I mean, the guy did push a freaking helicopter in the second chapter of the game, so I'm not surprised that he can easily pick up the generator, but for Natalia to do it, it's quite a feat of strength. Because Natalia is what? Maybe 8? So, really impressive there. There it goes, and now all that we need to do is calmly wait for the generator in the upstairs area, and then we can move to the final area of this chapter and conclude the chapter. We just need to go up this ladder to pick up the generator. They sure do make you carry the generator around quite a lot, which isn't a problem, but I question if it really was necessary for us to have to do all this, if there just couldn't be like a lift that automatically took the generator into this area, because for the most part there aren't even a lot of enemies for you to face. You just need to know where to place the generator. Now push the lever and that will call the elevator and we can move above. Come on, Natalia. There you go. This next part is probably the trickiest part of the chapter. They don't make your life a lot easy. They don't make your life easy during this segment, but we'll try to manage somehow. So just run up ahead, and as you reach the steps, make sure you start ducking and move very slowly. And now what we're going to do here is wait for these two renegades so that we can stealth kill them. And Natalia, sweetheart, you don't need to scream every time you see a monster, because the monster might actually hear you. They don't actually hear her, but in a realistic situation, I'm sure they would be able to hear her scream monsters and they would come after Barry. Then again, they don't seem to be inclined to do it at all, so we're going to stealth kill them. So take care of this first one, and now turn around and let's catch the other by surprise. It's going around this big container, so we can catch it off guard. There we go. And now all that we're going to do is collect the items that are around this area. Apparently the inhabitants of the island were helping out Alex Wesker, so really they got what was coming to them. Never trust a Wesker, that's what Barry would say. And here comes our friend once again, but this time it doesn't come alone. Let's try and take care of that guy first. Remember to shoot it in the orange core to kill it. And be careful with those projectiles, because they can blind you. And you don't want to approach this boss blinded. And I actually Didn't hit it in the orange core. Let's try again. 2 shots didn't do him in. Let's try and finish it off now. Come on, there we go. That's the guy's weak point. Maybe I can shoot it with my AK-47 and then I'll only have to deal with the boss. Or I might actually be able to burn both of them down with an incendiary bottle. Oh, the boss actually fell. Usually it doesn't fall the first time, but since I threw the bottle to the side, it fell down. That's okay, we can get a few free shots here. And here's the other guy. So this is actually good because now that I threw the first explosive bottle and already damaged the boss, I'm pretty sure the next time I knock it down and keep shooting at it, I will finish it off. Let's use the... Hey! Don't you hurt Natalia! Let's use an incendiary bottle to make the boss lose a few parts and also burn this other renegade. Oh, it's still alive, that's surprising. Well, it's dead now. And let's try and use another explosive bottle. This time it didn't work because I didn't throw it to the side. Let's burn it down a little bit more. Dodge its attack. And there we go. Let's try and finish it off now. Just keep shooting at it, don't stop until you see the core explode. There we go. So as you can see, the fight wasn't that hard. And now we can go ahead and pick up the last tower emblem in this area, which is very easy to miss because it's all the way around there. Let's try and get it. Yeah, and I missed a shot. Perfect. Okay, got it the second time around, so it's okay. Even though I hate wasting sniper rifle bullets. All that we need to do now is collect the last insect larvae, which is in the next area. And for the most part, this chapter is over. Oh, I forgot I need to pick up the generator.
Just stay there.
Okay.
Even if for some reason you don't manage to knock down the boss, don't panic. Because as long as you keep shooting at its core, it won't be too bad. Yes, sometimes the boss moves a little bit fast, and that claw attack that it has a pretty long range, so you need to be careful there. But while it's using that attack, it leaves itself vulnerable for you to shoot at its core. So you shouldn't have too many problems. Like I said, it's just easy to knock it down, because when it's knocked down it can't really do anything. Pick up this hidden item. Another gemstone. We really don't need those. And now as we move down, we're going to get the very last insect larvae number 6. And we will conclude this chapter afterwards. So there's the insect larvae. You need to throw the brick right above that structure and you should get it. That didn't work out too well. Let's try this once again. Just above it. There we go. And now all that we need to do is move towards the exit, my friends. And watch the conclusion of this chapter. I'm going to let it play out. And I'll be back once that cutscene ends. Quite an interesting cutscene. Come on, Natalia, you can do it. Just keep up.
I wasn't afraid as I watched my hair turn gray and the flesh sag from my bones. But why aren't you changing? A failure like you. you with my bare hands.
Next time on Revelations 2.
My whole life has been a prelude to this. My true birth.
Wherever she went, we could still catch her.
Nice fucking emergency exit! Down below. I think that's where we'll find her.
Time to meet the cause of our misery.
You will die, child.
Run, 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 run!
All that remains is one final...
Okay, and that's the end of the episode, and I really don't quite know what happened there in the end. Apparently Natalia managed to take control of Alex Wesker's body, and she made Alex Wesker scared, even. Once again, they just got me hooked for the next episode. Thankfully we won't have to wait too long. But hopefully Barry's okay too, I mean I'm sure he is, but I was waiting in the end for him to like tackle Alex Wesker from behind and save Natalia, but really intriguing conclusion to this episode. We'll see what happens next. Got S rank on every single category, so that's good. So as always, thank you so much for watching, my friends. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you're finding the walkthrough useful. Thank you for participating in the giveaway. Keep participating. I'll announce the last 2 winners once episode 4 comes out. And that's it for this episode. I'll see you all later. Take care.